In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make your iPhone footage looks cinematic. The first thing to understand is how to shoot your video to make it look cinematic. Open your phone's camera, select the video mode, set the frame rate to 60 frames per second. Turn on stabilization in the top left corner, choose the 5x mode for portrait shooting. Step back a good distance from the person you are filming and start recording. In Adobe Premiere Pro, create a new sequence with a frame rate of 24 frames per second. This is the cinematic standard. Drag your footage to the timeline and select the segment you want to work with. To make movements in the video look more cinematic, we need to slow down the footage. Remember, we set it to 60 frames per second when shooting? This allows us to slow the video down by half without losing smoothness. If we had shot at 30 frames per second or less, it might not have looked as good. Right-click on your footage, select speed and duration, set the speed to 50% and click OK. Next, we need to stabilize the footage, but before that you must nest your footage by pressing right-click and hit Nest. Then you'll need the Warp Stabilizer effect. I'll use a plugin I created to apply effects quickly. It's called Sigma Effects. Instead of searching through tabs to find effects and dragging each one over, I just press Ctrl plus Spacebar, type the effect name in the pop-up window and apply it instantly. You'll find a link to this plugin in the description. After applying the effect, select Position Scale and Rotation as method and wait for Premiere Pro to finish analyzing the clip. Now your footage is even smoother. To make our video look more dramatic and cinematic, we will apply color correction using Lumetri color effect for this. You can adjust the settings yourself or apply pre-made color settings known as LUTs. I'm not a color correction expert, but you can find links for a few free iPhone LUTs on my Discord channel, link in the description. No cinematic look is complete without black bars at the top and bottom, given an aspect ratio of 21:9. To add these bars, create an adjustment layer, drag it onto the timeline, apply the crop effect to it, and set the top and bottom values to 12%. And as a cherry on top of the whole image, I would like to simulate how a camera lens works in real life. For this, we need to add an adjustment layer to the timeline, then apply the lens distortion effect with a curvature value of -5. After that, we add a directional blur with a blur length of 5 and create an oval mask. It's also important to add music and sound effects that fit the mood of your scene. For my video, I want soft ambient music and maybe a light wind effect. Links to free LUTs and the Sigma Effects plugin are in the description. Subscribe to the channel and see you next time.